On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples:
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Spite.
Feelings of anger and resentment, in spite of, also despite, a phrase that is used to indicate that something happened or exists even though there is a particular obstacle or difficulty.
Examples:
Bear spite against him. Die in spite of intensive care. He did it out of spite to annoy me.
Quake.
To shake or vibrate violently and for a short time.
Examples:
Quake in his boots. Quake with cold. The earth began to quake, and he knew he had to leave the building immediately.
Scare.
To frighten a person or animal, or to become frightened.
Examples:
Scare off her attacker by screaming. Scare the birds away. We hit the ground to scare out the rabbits.
Suspect.
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples:
Suspect a plot. Suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Malaise.
A general feeling of discomfort, illness, or unease whose exact cause is difficult to identify.
Examples:
Emotional malaise. Societal malaise. The country is experiencing economic malaise.
Synchronize.
To happen or cause to happen at the same time or rate.
Examples:
Synchronize movements. Synchronize our watches. The ball speed will increase when the lower body movements are perfectly synchronized.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples:
Insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Industrialize.
To organize the production of something into an industry.
Examples:
Industrialized service. Industrialized textile production. The nations of Southeast Asia will quickly industrialize and catch up with the West.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil, that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Relish.
To enjoy or take pleasure in, to taste with appreciation.
Examples:
Relish my food. Relish every bite. He relished the opportunity to try the exotic dishes at the new restaurant.
Emancipation.
The act or process of setting someone free from control or influence.
Examples:
Self-emancipation. History of emancipation. His emancipation from his parents was a defining moment and gave him newfound freedom.
Dominate.
To have or control a lot of power and influence over somebody or something.
Examples:
Dominate possession. Dominate over the weak. The perspective of his right brain dominates his consciousness.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Mockery.
The act of ridiculing or making fun of someone or something, often in a contemptuous or mocking manner.
Examples:
Mockery of the situation. Public mockery. The comedian's mockery of the recent political scandal drew laughs from the crowd.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Patch.
A small piece of material or fabric used to repair or reinforce a tear, hole, or damaged area. A small plot of land used for cultivation or a specific purpose.
Examples:
Patch of grass. Software patch. I need to sew a patch onto my jeans that ripped.
Flare.
To burn brightly with a sudden, intense burst of flame or light. Noun, a sudden and brief burst of bright flame or light, a sudden and intense burst of radiation from the sun's surface.
Examples:
Flare up into a major crisis. The flare of a match. The sun flared and caused a sudden brightening in the sky.
String.
Long, thin material used for tying things together, composed of several twisted threads.
Examples:
Retie the string and make it strong. Tense piano strings. She wore a string of pearls around her neck.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians. Medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft. To make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
Majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Quarter.
One of 4 equal parts, a fourth part or portion.
Examples:
A quarter mile. End of the first quarter. The unemployment rate in the first quarter was 2.3 percentage points higher than in the previous.
Fishy.
Suspicious or untrustworthy, having the qualities or taste of fish.
Examples:
Fishy smell. Fishy evidence. The politician's explanation for his sudden wealth seemed fishy to the reporters.
Lifelong.
Lasting for the whole of someone's life.
Examples:
Lifelong career. Lifelong commitment. He had a lifelong love of reading and spent hours daily with a book.
Resident.
A person who lives in a particular place or has their home in a place.
Examples:
A resident of the city. Resident tax. Visa renewal for resident foreigners in this country is once every 5 years.
Fabric.
Cloth or other material produced by weaving wool, cotton, silk, etc., used for making clothes, covering furniture, etc.
Examples:
A hand-loomed fabric. Fabric of creation. These synthetic fabrics are used in military vests because of their excellent abrasion resistance.
Nourish.
To provide a person, an animal, or plant with food to make them grow and stay healthy.
Examples:
Nourish damaged skin. Nourish hope. The mother used her breast milk to nourish the baby.
Dignity.
The quality of being worthy of esteem or respect, high office or rank or station.
Examples:
Respect for human dignity. Retain everyone's dignity. The failure destroyed his trust and personal dignity.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Distracted.
Having one's attention diverted or divided, being unable to concentrate because of being preoccupied or worried.
Examples:
Get distracted by an urgent matter. Distracted by a conversation. I was so distracted by my phone that I nearly walked into a lamppost.
Mar.
To damage or spoil the appearance or surface of something.
Examples:
Mar a proper relationship. Mar the reputation. The scratches on the car marred its otherwise perfect appearance.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Innovate.
To introduce new methods, ideas, or products.
Examples:
Innovate a new method. Innovate the quality of his life. Companies developing self-driving cars consistently innovate the emerging technologies.
Immortality.
The state or quality of being able to live or last forever.
Examples:
The immortality of the soul. Achieve immortality. Many people believe in the concept of immortality and an afterlife.
Substance.
The real physical material of which a thing or person consists, the most important or main part of some idea or experience, an illegal drug.
Examples:
An explosive substance. Substance abuse problem. The substance of the argument was well presented.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Continental.
Of or relating to a continent, equals one of the Earth's large land masses.
Examples:
Continental divide. Polar continental air. The continental breakfast at the hotel was included with the room.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Vulgar.
Not having sophistication or good taste, making explicit and offensive references to sex or bodily functions.
Examples:
Vulgar language. Vulgar content. She was offended by his vulgar gesture.
Demagogue.
A political leader who gains power and popularity by appealing to people's emotions, prejudices, and biases, often by making false and misleading claims.
Examples:
Religious demagogue. Charismatic demagogue. The demagogue's divisive rhetoric was meant to stir up anger and hatred.
Prologue.
An introduction to a literary work, typically one that sets the background or provides explanations of the events that follow.
Examples:
Prologue to the battle. Recite a prologue. The prologue of the play provides important background information for the audience.
Eager.
Showing enthusiasm and a strong desire or interest to do something.
Examples:
Eager anticipation. With eager eyes. The children were eager to start the treasure hunt.
Mere.
Used to emphasize how insignificant or minor someone or something is.
Examples:
Mere acquaintance. Mere incident. He lost the election by mere votes.
Guru.
A spiritual teacher or leader, notably in Hindu and Sikh traditions, a person who has knowledge and expertise in a particular area.
Examples:
Guru meditation, spiritual guru. He was considered a guru in economics and consulted by many leaders.
Worship.
To have or show a strong feeling of profound respect and admiration for a religious entity such as God or a god.
Examples:
Worship God. Absolutely worship. They traditionally worship their guru.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Novelty.
The quality of being new, attractive, and unusual.
Examples:
Bit of a novelty. The novelty of an invention. In Europe, this tropical fruit is still a novelty.
Sake.
Purpose, reason for wanting something done.
Examples:
For your own sake. For the sake of argument. He got a new job for the sake of his family.
Kaleidoscope.
A toy or optical instrument made up of mirrors and pieces of colored glass or plastic, which produce changing patterns and images when rotated, a constantly changing succession of different things or events.
Examples:
Kaleidoscope of cultures. Kaleidoscope pattern. The kaleidoscope of colors in the sunset was breathtaking.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples:
Religious faith. Faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Overlook.
To fail to notice something, to watch over someone, to provide a view from above.
Examples:
Overlook a street. Overlook that fact. We cannot overlook an opportunity for great success.
Importance.
The quality of being important and worthy of note.
Examples:
A man of importance. High importance. I stopped by the branch though I have no business of importance.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Stability.
The quality or attribute of being firm and steadfast.
Examples:
Stability pact. Fiscal stability pact. The policy should increase the country's monetary stability.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Fundamentalist.
A person who adheres strictly to the basic principles of any subject or discipline.
Examples:
Fundamentalist church. Political fundamentalist. He is a religious fundamentalist and strictly adheres to the teachings of his faith.
Polar.
Relating to, or close to, the North or South Pole, characterized by complete opposites.
Examples:
Polar bears. Polar regions. Polar animals are graceful and efficient swimmers.
Cling.
To hold on to something tightly, to be closely attached to someone or something.
Examples:
Cling on to power. Cling tightly to the skin. He clings to the hope that he will find a job soon.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
Vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Disadvantage.
A drawback or a negative aspect of something. Verb, to put someone or something in an unfavorable position.
Examples:
the disadvantage of a plan. Disadvantage small businesses. A lack of education can be a significant disadvantage in today's job market.
Subtle.
Not readily apparent or visible.
Examples:
subtle changes. A subtle poison. The room was painted in a subtle pink hue.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
a breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Hospitable.
Friendly and generous to visitors or guests.
Examples:
hospitable environment. A hospitable welcome. He is a good-natured and hospitable man.
Concede.
To acknowledge or admit the truth or existence of something, often reluctantly.
Examples:
concede a territory. Concede a point. He had to concede defeat after losing the game.
Dwindle.
To gradually decrease in size, amount, or strength, to become smaller.
Examples:
dwindle in importance. Dwindle to almost nothing. The crowds at the festival dwindled as the night went on.
Bonus.
An extra amount of money that is added to payment as a present or reward for good work.
Examples:
bonus appraisal. Annual bonus. The committee abolished the controversial bonus system.
Discount.
A reduction in the original price of an item, product, or service. A deduction from the usual cost or value of something. Verb, to disregard or minimize the importance of something. To offer a lower price for a product or service than its original price.
Examples:
discounted draft. Discount store. I got a massive discount on my new laptop during the Black Friday sale.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples:
carry a burden. Burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Gruel.
A thin, often watery, and bland porridge-like food made by boiling cereal grains or breadcrumbs in water or milk, a simple and unappetizing dish.
Examples:
Bland gruel. Cornmeal gruel. The hungry child was given a bowl of warm gruel to eat.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with a desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Knit.
To make a garment or fabric by interlocking loops of yarn with needles or a machine.
Examples:
Knit my eyebrows. Knit a pair of socks. The grandmother knit a warm sweater for her grandchild.
Interdependent.
Depending on each other, mutually reliant or interconnected.
Examples:
Interdependent systems. Develop interdependent skills. In nature, all living things are interdependent and rely on each other for survival.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Forecast.
A prediction or statement about how something, such as the weather, will develop or what will happen in the future. Verb, to predict the future in advance.
Examples:
A weather forecast. Forecast an epidemic. Their team specializes in demand forecasts for our products.
Complain.
To say dissatisfaction or annoyance about something or somebody.
Examples:
Complain about a job. Call and complain frequently. Our users are often complaining about the slow application.
Difficulty.
A condition or state that causes problems.
Examples:
The degree of difficulty. Difficulty in breathing. He has difficulty exercising because of a back injury sustained in an accident.
Erratic.
Characterized by lack of consistency, regularity, or predictable behavior, unpredictable or inconsistent in movement, behavior, or quality.
Examples:
Erratic behavior. Erratic movements. The stock market has been behaving in an erratic manner, making it difficult for investors to predict future trends.
Volatile.
Likely to change rapidly or unexpectedly, or being unstable or explosive.
Examples:
Highly volatile elements. Volatile markets. Their relationship was volatile and prone to sudden outbursts of anger.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Dogma.
A belief or set of beliefs that the members of a group accept without being questioned or doubted.
Examples:
Religious dogma. The secret dogma. All members strictly followed the dogma of the organization.
Flexibility.
The quality of changing or being changed easily according to new conditions or situations.
Examples:
Mental flexibility. The flexibility of the body. We dealt with those problems with speed and flexibility.
Joint.
Shared, held, or made between two or more people. Noun, the point of connection between two bones or elements of a skeleton.
Examples:
A joint venture. The bone of a joint. After the summit meeting, the prime ministers issued a joint statement.
Inheritance.
The money, property, etc. that someone gives you when they die. Genetics, attributes acquired via biological heredity from ancestors.
Examples:
Paternal inheritance. Inheritance tax. His vast inheritance was equitably divided among the brothers.
Obfuscate.
To make something unclear, confusing, or difficult to understand, to intentionally obscure or muddle information.
Examples:
Obfuscate the truth. Obfuscate the evidence. The politician intentionally obfuscated the details of his plan to avoid criticism.
Deflect.
To cause something, especially a criticism or attack, to be directed away from someone.
Examples:
Deflect a blow. Deflect his criticism. The soccer player was able to deflect the ball away from the goal.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
Create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Spruce.
A type of evergreen tree with short, stiff needles and small cones, often used as a decorative or ornamental tree. Adjective, neat, clean, or tidy in appearance.
Examples:
spruce appearance. Spruce forest. The spruce tree was the perfect addition to the family's Christmas decorations.
Seamless.
Without spaces or breaks between one part and the next.
Examples:
enable seamless access. Seamless device connectivity. The service was seamless, and the food was quite delicious.
Condescend.
To behave or speak in a way that shows feelings of superiority or patronizing towards others. To do something that is considered beneath one's dignity or status.
Examples:
condescend to acknowledge. Condescend to their level. Despite his vast knowledge, he never condescends to his students, explaining complex topics simply and understandably.
Dogmatic.
Characterized by strong and unwavering opinions or beliefs that are often expressed with force and without consideration for alternative viewpoints or evidence.
Examples:
dogmatic beliefs. Dogmatic approach. The company's old dogmatic policies were the cause of its downfall.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Pride.
A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's achievements.
Examples:
pride of a company. Hide his pride. She took great pride in her work, always striving for perfection.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Scary.
Causing fear or fright, frightening, intimidating.
Examples:
scary dream. Scary story. The horror movie was so scary that I couldn't watch it alone.
Inexplicable.
Unable to be explained, understood, or accounted for, mysterious or puzzling.
Examples:
inexplicable event. Inexplicable decision. The reason for his sudden disappearance from work was inexplicable.
Demagoguery.
The practice of gaining power or influence through impassioned appeals to the emotions and prejudices of a group rather than through rational or factual argument. The use of manipulative or inflammatory rhetoric to sway public opinion.
Examples:
Racial demagoguery. Rise of demagoguery. The politician's demagoguery was met with skepticism by many voters.
Fracture.
The breaking or cracking of a rigid material or object such as bone.
Examples:
Fracture test. Risk of bone fractures. X-ray inspection revealed many fractures.
Xenophobia.
Extreme fear or hatred of people from other countries.
Examples:
Suffer from xenophobia. Linguistic xenophobia. The xenophobia in society makes it hard for immigrants to assimilate and integrate.
Resentment.
Bitterness or indignation at being treated unfairly.
Examples:
Abiding resentment. Bitter resentment. She felt resentment towards her boss for not giving her a promotion.
Unheard.
Not heard, listened to, or noticed, not having been brought to public attention.
Examples:
An unheard story. Previously unheard of economic development. The unheard melody was beautiful and touched everyone's hearts.
Seduce.
To entice someone to engage in sexual behavior or to enter into a romantic relationship.
Examples:
Seduce him into crime. Seduce her mind. He tried to seduce her with his charm and good looks.
Hint.
An indirect suggestion, a slight but appreciable amount of something.
Examples:
Hint of trouble. Helpful hints. There was no hint of a problem.
Roundup.
A systematic gathering or collection of things, animals, or people. A large-scale operation conducted by law enforcement officials to arrest or detain a number of individuals. A type of article or report that summarizes information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Roundup of criminals. Weekly roundup. The annual roundup of cattle on the ranch is a busy time for the cowboys.
Raid.
A sudden short attack, usually by soldiers, ships, or aircraft.
Examples:
Make a raid on an enemy's camp. Air raid siren. Throughout the raid, the bank robbers wore masks.
Deport.
To force someone to leave a country, typically on the grounds of illegal status or for having committed a crime.
Examples:
Deport a refugee. Deport dissidents from the party. The government has decided to deport illegal immigrants back to their home countries.
Secession.
The act of withdrawing or breaking away from a larger organization or group, particularly a political body or a larger country or state, the process of becoming separate or independent.
Examples:
Secession movement, peaceful secession. The Southern states' secession during the Civil War sparked a long and bloody conflict.
Exaggerate.
To describe or represent something as better or worse than it is.
Examples:
exaggerate in degree, exaggerate story. She exaggerated the extent of her injuries to get more money from the settlement.
Redemption.
The act of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil, or the process of regaining or earning something of value.
Examples:
redemption of a loan, a redemption bill. He saw his time in prison as an opportunity for redemption.
Shallow.
Not having much distance from the top to the bottom.
Examples:
shallow people, shallow water. Shallow brooks are noisier than deep rivers.
Witness.
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
witness of the car accident, a material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Vengeful.
Feeling or showing a strong desire for revenge, vindictive.
Examples:
feel vengeful toward him. Vengeful actions. She was vengeful and always sought revenge on those who wronged her.
Thirst.
A feeling of needing something to drink, a strong desire for something.
Examples:
a burning thirst. Thirst for authority. He read books to quench his thirst for knowledge.
Revenge.
The act of seeking or taking retribution for harm or injury, or the desire to do so.
Examples:
revenge attack. Seek revenge. After his family is killed, the main character sets out on a quest for revenge against the people responsible.
Tempt.
To make someone want to do or have something, especially something that is unnecessary or wrong.
Examples:
tempt young people. Tempt the taste buds. Though he was evil, he never tempted his friends into wrongdoing.
Plot.
A secret plan or scheme to achieve a specific goal. The plan or main story of a literary work. Verb, to plan secretly, usually something illegal.
Examples:
plot line. Plot a surprise attack. The plot of the novel centers around a group of friends who uncover a conspiracy to control the world's water supply.
Elaborate.
Containing a lot of carefully prepared and organized or many complicated and detailed parts.
Examples:
An elaborate hat. Elaborate Ponzi scheme. He proposed an elaborate program of public works.
Amusement.
The state or experience of finding something humorous or entertaining.
Examples:
Amusement quarters. Source of amusement. We went to the amusement park and rode roller coasters all day.
Impersonal.
Lacking personal warmth or feeling, not influenced by personal feelings or individual characteristics, relating to an object or concept rather than a specific person.
Examples:
Impersonal communication. Impersonal treatment. The high-rise office building had an impersonal atmosphere, making it feel corporate and uninviting.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things, to narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship, to empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Cherish.
To hold someone or something dear, to feel or show affection for someone or something.
Examples:
Cherish a stuffed animal. Cherish relationships. She cherished the memories of her childhood.
Fantasy.
A fiction with a large amount of imagination in it, a pleasant situation that you imagine, but that is unlikely to happen.
Examples:
Fantasy novel. Confuse fantasy with reality. Composition by artificial intelligence is no longer a fantasy.
Purge.
To remove or get rid of something, especially that is unwanted or impure.
Examples:
Purge the system. Purge his sins. The government tried to purge corrupt officials from the bureaucracy.
Deliberate.
Done with full consciousness of nature and effects rather than by accident.
Examples:
The deliberate act of provocation. Deliberate attempt. Despite its advanced science and technology, the empire was deliberate about invasion.
Neglect.
To not give enough care or attention to something, to leave something undone.
Examples:
Neglect to call. Neglect ethical issues. He neglected his health to make the project a success.
Summon.
To order someone to come to or be present at a specific place such as a court, or to arrange a meeting formally.
Examples:
Summon a lawyer. Summon a city council. The chairperson was responsible for summoning committees.
Ominous.
Giving the impression that something bad is going to happen, foreboding.
Examples:
An ominous silence. Ominous sign. The ominous clouds in the sky foretold of an approaching storm.
Chase.
To pursue something or someone, to catch or capture them. To go after something vigorously or with determination. Noun, a pursuit or a hunt, a narrow groove or channel cut into a surface, often used for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Chase a dream. Wild goose chase. The police officer chased the suspect through the crowded streets until they finally caught him.
Shimmer.
To shine with a soft, flickering light, to reflect light in a wavering or twinkling way, to glimmer or glisten.
Examples:
Shimmer with tears. Shimmer in the moonlight. The sunlight made the water in the pool shimmer like diamonds.
Unleash.
To suddenly release a strong force, emotion, etc. that cannot be controlled.
Examples:
Unleash a hound. Unleash her anger. The general was still reluctant to unleash his troops in pursuit of an enemy.
Dare.
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Neon.
A chemical element of atomic number 10 that is a gas with no smell or color, does not react with other chemicals, and shines with a bright light when electricity is passed through it.
Examples:
Luminous neon tube. Neon lights. The nightlife district was lit up with colorful neon signs and bright lights.
Sincere.
Of a person, feelings, or behavior, open and genuine, not deceitful.
Examples:
A sincere man. Express sincere regret. Please accept my sincere condolences on your friend's death.